Okay, so the story of Halo 1. So the story starts off, you're in outer space, is this guy named Master Chief, and he's cryogenically frozen. And you wake up from being frozen, and then this guy's like, hey Master Chief, what's going on? We're in space, we're getting chased by aliens, so we need your help. Well, Master Chief's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Alright, so then the guy's like, okay, Master Chief, how do you want your camera to work? Do you want it to be inverted or fucking shit? And he's like, what? And then, like, aliens with, like, squid faces come in, and then they blow everything up. So then after everything is blown up, Master Chief's like, damn. So he's, like, running over explosions and shit. There's, like, Marines shooting dudes and fighting these squid-faced aliens. And then you get past all the squid-faced aliens and all these dead, dying Marines. It's all tragic. And you find the captain. His name is Captain Keys. So you find Captain Keys and he's like, hey, Master Chief, here's what's going on. I'm gonna give you this computer lady with the purple in the butt. And she is gonna teach you about the exposition. So he's like, okay, cool. So he has the big booby computer lady put into his head. And then Captain Keys is like, oh shit, I forgot, there's like aliens and stuff. Here's his gun. I don't have any ammo for it though, so you're gonna have to go find it. So then you go on this big adventure to find ammo about 4 feet to the left. And then that's about it. You find ammo and it was kind of pointless. Oh, so then you find these little alien dudes called Grumbles. And then they're useless. So you just walk up to them, you don't even need to shoot them, you can just like punch them in the face and they die. And that's when you learn that Master Chief is strong enough to just punch people in the face and they die. So like those 50 Marines that you passed earlier that were all like dying and getting shot, you probably could have saved if you just like ran over and punched a couple of dudes. I mean, yeah, you will gotten shot a couple of times, but maybe Master Chief can take like 1,000 fucking bullets. He'll be fine. So yeah, you're kind of just a dick. So after all the exciting adventures, you find, like a million other squid babies and all them other stuff. You go to the escape pods of the ship, and this one Marine falls over, and he's like, no, I'm 2 feet from the escape pod, but I can't get up because I'm lazy. So then Master Chief comes, he picks the guy up and throws him inside the escape pod, and they escape. It's like Master Chief and like 20 other Marines chilling in this escape pod. And then there's this big-ass ring thing in space. And then I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on, but landing on that ring's probably better than exploding. So they go to the escape pod, they go onto the ring, and then I was like, alright guys, it's gonna be a bumpy ride, you should probably buckle up. So then you buckle up, and then the escape pod crashes, and everyone dies except for Master Chief, even though he was the only one who didn't buckle up. But then there were like 20 dudes on the ship before, but there's only like 3 dead bodies on the ship. So, I guess those other guys just left you there. That's kind of mean. So anyway, then you fight like a million more squid people, and you find a guy named Johnson, he's kind of cool, but then you fight like another million squid people, and then you fight squid people for like an hour and a half. And then you find out that the Halo thing that you're on, which is called Halo by the way, is like, I don't know what it does. What do they figure out? I don't know, they find a map or something, and it's kinda cool. So you're chasing after Captain Keys, fighting off the Grumbles in the squid face. And then there's like a bunch of dead Marines, and they're like, oh, okay, I guess the aliens killed them. And then you go into the next room, and there's like a shit ton of dead squid face aliens, and you're like, oh, well, what killed them? And then you start playing like the Blair Witch Trials on your head, and it turns out that there's like these other squid-faced, little tiny squid-faced monsters that are different from the other squid-faced aliens, because they're like tiny. And then they like eat you and like turn you into like zombies. So then you have to fight like a million fucking squid zombies, and then you go like a bunch of your old friends that were turned into zombies. I don't know what you fucking do after that. You fight more, you shoot shit, it was fun. You fight some tanks, you go in cars, ride on pigs, it's exciting. Oh, and then after you kill all like 50 million more people, you run into this guy, and his name is Wheatley, and he's cool. And he tells you, he's like, hey man, let's go to this library place, because we can defeat the squid zombies, the tiny squid zombies. And then you're like, okay, that's cool. Oh, by the way, I dropped off my computer lady with the big boobies like a mile and a half back. And he's like, oh, whatever. So then you and the blue Sparkadoo go off and you fight a bunch of squid zombies. And then he's like, alright, hey, there's this little key thing in the library. And you're like, oh cool, this is glowy tea. So you get the glowy tea key from the squid zombies, and then you go to the top of the Halo place. And he's like, alright, just go put the key in the ignition, and then the squid zombies will be no more. And Master Chief's like, oh, okay, whatever you say, Sparkleweed. So then, right before he does that, the big booby lady named Cortina, she grows like super fucking huge and pops out a computer and was like, hey, Master Chief, no. And he's like, what? And she's like, Halo, it kills everyone. And he's like, yeah, I know, we want to kill the squid babies. And she's like, no, it kills like literally everything. Like including like squid babies, but also like all the aliens. And he's like, no, yeah, that's cool, we don't like aliens. She's like, no, just give me the key. So Master Chief's like, okay, he gives her the key. And then she's like, okay, no, Spark Dude's evil. And he's like, no. So then Spark Dude sends like robots after them, and they're all shooting lasers, and he's like, nah. So then you figure out that these robots are actually really fucking easy to defeat, and you like hit them once and they die. So then after you fight a whole shit ton of robots and squid face aliens and the zombie flood squid face things, and then you figure out that, hey, Captain Key's got his ass captured again. So you gotta go save him in the same fucking ship. So you go back to the place where Captain Key was captured already, but now there's like a bunch of squids on it, and it's all like bad stuff's happening. And then you finally find Captain Key, but it's too late. He's turned into a giant flood ball thing. Then you're like, you know, you get mad at him, you punch him in the face for being turned into a squid ball flood. And then you get like, does anyone really care about the plot of this game? No, fucking whatever. You get like some magic key thing out of his head, and you go over to the ship that you originally came in space that crashed. And you find the ship, and the big booby lady's like, hey, Master Chef, well, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna, turn the fucking engines on or something, then we're gonna blow the engines up. And that'll make the ship explode, and that'll make the whole Halo explode, and that'll stop Sparkadoo from destroying everyone. So Master Chief's like, okay. So he fucking blows, like, everything up, including the ship. And then there's like this big epic chase thing, and you get onto this ship that you've never seen anywhere before ever, and you're flying away through space, and just before the calendar of August explodes, you see Sergeant Johnson and the leader of the squid-faced aliens, and they're like, man, we're gonna explode now, all well. And then they explode. And then you're in space, and you take off your helmet, and you don't get to see it, because of the suspense. So then Master Chief's like, hey, Blue Boobs, is anyone still alive? And she's like, nope. And he's like, are you sure? She's like, no, yeah, I'm positive. Everyone dead. Literally, like, anyone who isn't me, or who isn't you, is no longer living. That Johnson dude, the king of the alien squid faces, they both dead. All the flood dead, Sparkadoo dead, no one alive. And that was a happy ending for everyone.